Welcome to episode 3 of Conversations About Clothes. In this episode, I channel MTV Cribs vibes as I visit one of my best friends, Hannah. Hannah currently works at a forest school, lives in a community house, and makes dresses for herself out of old curtains she finds in the garage. Hi! Keep watching to find out how she first got into making clothes, why she still uses her granddad's old film camera, and to hear her top tips on how to start making clothes for yourself.
This is my boudoir. So this wall is things that I've mainly made myself. Yeah, where should I start? My mum has always made her own clothes, or did when she was at university and was a student. And so even when I was like 4 or 5, I was like, I knew that this was something you could do. This one, I'm trying to think, I spotted, this is Senegalese fabric, and I saw that and just really liked the colours and the pattern. That was the thing that caught my eye first. It took quite a long time deciding what buttons to go for, and then spotted these kind of metal squares. I don't actually even know what they have on them. Something that also funny happened once when I was making this, which was also a copy of a friend's like jumpsuit that I'd had, is that I managed to sew. So I'd sewn the bodice and I'd sewn the legs, and then I needed to attach them. And I managed to attach it the wrong way round, so that I had the bum in the front. And if that was wedgish, then I don't know what that was, because
Such a big pouch! They're maternity pants!
but was fully redeemed, and these now fit very well, so there's a happy ending.
There you go, nothing is too far gone that you can't fix it, hey?
Exactly. Yeah, so I think a big theme is definitely like history of things. I love the other thing I do. These are things that I've adapted myself, and so I do love the story that clothes can tell, and the way that you can make something totally new and beautiful out of something that maybe seemed obsolete or totally wrong. This was a shirt that belonged to my grandfather. Really nice quality shirt. He had loads, and when he died, me and my siblings all took some, and it sat in my wardrobe for quite a long time, and I didn't really wear it, even though I really liked the style of it. And then I realised that actually part of the reason I didn't like it was because it had a really stiff collar. Yeah. So I just chopped it off, and now I wear it really often. Yeah, this is what I'm currently working on, which I started during lockdown. And the story behind this is we were clearing out the garage here, which was and continues to be quite a massive job, and found some old curtains.
No way.
This fabric here, and yeah, my imagination was sparked. I'm not really someone who keeps up with high fashion or follows celebrity trends at all. Like, that's a really no interest to me, really. Although that being said, I think I do. I notice what other people are wearing, so maybe not necessarily like any designers or kind of people that anyone else would have heard of. But while I'm walking through the streets of London, I will, if I see something that I like, I will remember it, and there will be some that will be stored somewhere in my mind, so that then there's a bit of a bank of things that I'm like, oh yeah, I saw a shirt like that I really loved, so that when I then come to make something else, then I have some ideas. I think I am often a bit fearful of kind of going straight in and challenging norms, like very vocally or with my words, but somehow how you choose to dress is a really subtle but powerful way to say something a bit different. Wearing this to like a sort of British wedding, you know that it's gonna stand out a bit, and I don't know, I just quite enjoy that. That's quite a fun thing, to just sort of have something that people go, oh wow, so it's quite fun.
Tell me the story of these old gems.
This camera belonged to my grandfather. It's an old film camera. Believe it or not, the case used to be black and it's just worn away. One of the things I love about using film photography is it's a bit of a decision to go against the flow of what our society does when it comes to photography and the whole visual tech culture, that to go analogue and to choose to just take one photo of an event that you're at, and to choose carefully and curate it rather than snapping loads. The sort of slowness that gives, I think it's probably a similar thing to the subversion that I enjoy in the way that I dress sometimes.
Where do you think your appetite to subvert the quickness of modern culture comes from?
There's a beauty to slowing down and engaging with the very simple, like physical realities of what makes up the things around us, I suppose. Technology means we don't have to think about a lot of things. It does those things for us, and I think we do lose something when we are able to live our lives very fast because of the technology around us. And so slowing down, making my own clothes, taking photos with a film camera is a way to push back against that a bit, I suppose.
What advice would you give to somebody who is thinking of starting to make their own clothes?
So I think I would start with, maybe there's an item of clothing in your wardrobe that you don't really like, or like there's just this sense, oh, if it was just a bit different then I would like it. Like, well, if you're not wearing it anyway, you've got nothing to lose by just having a go and changing it yourself. So get some scissors, get a needle and thread, and just have a go changing it and see what happens. You're really not going to lose anything. And then you would gain a thing you loved.
Thanks, Hannah.
You're very welcome.
That was so enlightening, and now I really want to go and make some of my own clothes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bye.